Okay, just briefly introduce this class. As I see the few new face. We use the many different type of mind training for challenging in daily life, to how to deal with how to face with a problem, and how we can gain more happiness and calm mind. So this for this we use the mind training. It's not type of the meditating here, so we are giving more to how to think for solutions. And then recently we start the mind training, the book called Bodhisattva Way of Life. So we begin from chapter 4th, so from last class. And then now we last class we generally give instruction of the what is the main topics in Bodhisattva Way of Life. So Bodhisattva Way of Life, actually the Bodhisattva is who are practicing for attained enlightenment for sake of all beings. That beings we call Bodhisattva. But what we can learn from here is just copying from them how they're doing it, how they're motivated, and how they do their own daily practice, and how they cultivate compassion and how they benefit to others. These are that example that we have to see, and then seeing this example, and then we have to take it out what it's helped me in daily life. So you don't have to take it every single practice. So something you think is like too much, you can leave it. Something that you think, oh, it's benefit, you can take it. That's how we go this class, okay? Okay, so the chapter 4, actually the Bodhisattva Way of Life, I have chapter 9. Like it just, you might have an interest, you might find it interesting if I briefly talks about how he composed this book. So he was in the ancient, the university we call Nalanda University. It is in India, right? It's around like second or third century. Usually they call the first university in the world. Anyhow, they call Nalanda University, and then the person who composed this Bodhisattva Way of Life his name is Shantideva. Shantideva was his name, and then so he admitted that monastery, the Nalanda University, and then he keep practicing and studying it, but he's not showing up to people what I'm doing it. What people really seeing is he's just hanging around and sleeping and eating that much. The people sees. People not really seeing that how work hard for studying it and then practicing it. And then the Nalanda University has a lot of scholar and practitioner there. They got a little bit embarrassing that for his attitude. So because he's just sleeping and these things that they saw it, right? And so they wants him to kick him out from the Nalanda University, but they cannot say you go. So they get tricked. Okay, why not we ask him to, because they have a monthly the teaching by a different type of scholar, the group, right? Why not we ask him to teach us? So, and then when they requested, first he really they pretend that he did not know anything, or he did not accept it. So then they forced, and then finally he accepted. Then He sit down in his seat. Then he began say, what do you want to hear from me? Do you want to hear from me new things, or you want to hear from me like some kind of what you are familiar with? And then everyone say, oh, we want to hear from you new things. Then he began to talk this, all the line. It's like a stanzas, all the chapters are. And then he began from the chapter 1, which is the benefit of awakening mind, which we can call the Bodhisattva. And then all the other chapters are actually explaining more detail with the Bodhisattva. So how to cultivate the 3 chapters, and then once you cultivate it, when you achieved it, how you maintaining to continuous keep it. So 3 chapters, and then other 3 chapters is then how how I can increase this, how I can develop it. So these 9 chapters are actually explaining the first chapter, which is the main essence topic is awakening mind. So you can take as like understand a great compassion is the main topic. So that began for benefit of main topic. Then he explained all these things, how you have to do it, and then how you can maintain it, how you can increase it, all these things. And then so then everyone's surprised. But since then he sees this place is not really good place that I continue to stay, because this is there a lot of jealousy, and then there like many of them having embrace and shame, having some kind of shame, which so therefore he moved to other place. So that's how he composed this book. And so what we can learn from his attitude, and also he said here is not only here, the many Buddhist scholars saying same things. Don't show up too much your good qualities, and you really want to talk about the good qualities, only should talk about the good qualities of others. And then continuous watch your own fullness. Find it out your the fault and mistakes. If you really want to talk about that, never talks about the another's people's mistake and the fault. So that's the we can learn from his the attitude, right? So and then it's also very good, meaningful to follow, come doing this, to just continues searching your own fault. Searching your own fault means to becoming a better person, right? So if you not look at your own fault, you never investigate it, or you are never think about your fault, you will not realize what you are doing, any actions. The people will see you, right? And when people they begin to criticize and blaming, then you will feel continuous suffering, but still you are not going to change it because you not investigate your own fault. So the looking on your own fault is the first step of changing yourself. So very important. And so therefore looking at your own fault, because of course definitely everyone does have a fault and mistaken. No one perfect. Even we are thinking I'm perfect, it's not, right? So good morning. So so no one perfect. Accept it based on that, then look at your own fault, and then how much you found it fault, that much you have ability to change for yourself. How much you change, that much you gain peace. So that's the one way, right? And then now opposite things, what we're saying is usually what we're doing is we are more digging others' fault and then showing own good qualities. Now we have to reverse it. Most compliment to other good qualities, and look at your fault. That's the reversing is now there's different way, different idea. So it might be found like a good benefit. So and then most of our teachers, since we are young to until today, every teacher keeps saying this. So and then if you look at your own fall continuously, then you really will find even like the simple mistake that you did it. Mm-hmm. So otherwise, if never think your own fault, even you do big mistake, you will never see that, right? Then you will surprise when people criticize. Why they do criticize me? I did not do any wrong. Because you're not investigate, that's the problem, right? So, okay, this learning from his attitude, and then the plus, I'm keep thinking recently about my teacher, Rinpoche. He's in India right now. So I'm keep thinking he's like a way to teaching to others. And then I learned a lot from him, right? So at the very beginning, his teaching is kind of like a teach to very like a beginners, very simple things, right? But when we teach it, we really wants to show up. Well, I know a lot. And then hardest part and difficulty parts and more detail is, and like a like a lot of logic, these things we talked, right? So actually looks like I did this many times, and then I found it, I'm really showing up these things. But my master, he began with the very simple things. And then is there any like a senior student or good knowledge? They might be a little bit boring at the beginning because very simple, right? So that's how he started. And then if necessary, then he can go more deeper. And someone asks question, he can go more even deeper. He knows all these things, what I'm talking actually, right? I learned from him. So, and then he knows like a lot of things, but he always talks simple. So that's, I want to share you. It just keep bothering me recently in my mind. And now coming to topic. So here, the chapter 4th. Chapter 4th is, as I mentioned, actually talking about how to continues keep your good qualities. Refers to the textbook. We must say, I have to say, how to continuously keep your awakening in mind after you cultivate it. I can use the awakening mind, which is the Sanskrit talking about Bodhisattva, and then again, there's great compassion. It's a more deeper than compassion. So therefore I call it great compassion. So the chapter 4, 5th, 6 are how to continuously keep it without any decreasing, without losing. So that's the how talk. And then the chapter 4 is it's called like a heedful, talks about the heedfulness. Make me correct. Last class, people have a lot of confusion in my pronunciation. Heedfulness, right?
Yeah, heedfulness, not hatefulness.
Okay, heedfulness. So, and then the heedful on your daily, it's different than mindful actually. The better we can say careful, right? Say careful your daily practice. Of course, it's neither mindful for that. So it's talking about care for your daily practice. If you're careful in your daily action, then you can continuously keep what you have good qualities. And then the other hand, you can also remove the obstacle which is like obscure to you to possible to lose your good qualities. So that's the topic, and then it's divided into the like a 4 or 3. Say is the careful your the priority practice. Careful on your main priority practice. That's the setting. And then second, and then careful to to continuous giving that your main priority practice or your principal practice in order to doing that, it talks about how to avoid or restrain your negative actions, how to cultivate your virtuous actions, and then also careful that the main cause which you obscure to not let you cultivate virtues and continues to let you take actions of negative actions, which is the mental afflictions. So how to careful to abandon to mental afflictions. So these are the main the 5 or 4 divided topic in this. So then today we are going to talk how to careful your main priority practice. So then you should have your main priority practice. Regarding this one, main priority practice is the Bodhisattva, awakening mind, right? It could be a compassion, or it could be the peaceful. It depends on really what you're seeking, what your goal of life, what your aim of life. So based on that, you will find the priority practice. So your aim of life is nothing, then you don't have any priority practice. So your aim is like at least having peace in this life. Then it might have some path or some practice, right? So, and then as well as compassion and so on. So any things. So the important part that we should have aim in our daily life. So if you do not have any goal, then your life will be I can say the flag in wind. The winds comes this way, you go that way, and the winds come that way, and you are, it's moving by wind. So then it's not certainty or it's not beneficial life, right? So if you have a goal in your life, then that brings you a lot of benefit for regarding based on what your goal, right? Therefore, it's sometimes good to investigate what is your essence of life or what is your goal of life, right? So if your goal of life is just like taking care of your family, right? Say my children, my parents, and some relative. Then actually we are not using enough that what we have qualities, right? For comparing with the animal exactly does that. Animal take care of their children. Animal take care of their their friends, and right. So and then what we are different than animals, but the quality is much different than animals. But we are never utilize that. We are just keeping as like animals. It could be the wild animals, right? So as our behaviors just continues going without any aims, or just simply taking care of a small group, is exactly animal does that. And then if we call you as an animal, then everyone shout, get mad, and press that, right? So, but look at the behaviors. It could be that we are behaving as like an animal. And behaving as like an animal is not really saying it's bad, right? So what really saying is, as we are human being, you are not really taking, you're just not making different than animals. You do exactly same as the animals. Then you're wasting all this good quality of human life. That's the point. Okay, so good morning, cigarette. Yeah. So therefore, must have a the aim, and then maintain this like careful to continue to do that. So for regarding the first line, what is it here? Thus upon firmly, can you read for me?
Thus, upon firmly adopting the spirit of awakening, a child of the jinas should always vigilantly strive not to neglect his training.
Oh, yeah, okay, not this one, and then second one.
Although one has made a commitment, it is
Okay.
appropriate to reconsider whether or not to do that which has been rashly undertaken and which has not been well considered.
Okay, so second one is now talking about how to be careful. So it says, although one has made a committed. So, which translated?
This is the Wallace translation.
Which is Sanskrit and everything?
That has both. This is the Bachelor translation.
Okay, let me read the Bachelor translation. In the case of reckless action or of deeds not well considered, although promise may have been made, it fit to reconsider whether I should do this. But the point is saying, before you act anything, you investigate well, examination well. So, and even you decided something in your previous, but you can rethink it. And if you see something that they're doing wrong, you can change it, right? So, because in our daily life, the one thing what we're deciding is not that much deep investigating or not that deep thinking. Just we follow all this emotion and feeling and then deciding it right or wrong. So, and then that brings a lot of the faulty, because it's lack of wisdom. There's no wisdom, just emotion, right? Get mad, deciding something. Get attachment, deciding something. Having jealousy, and then by this deciding something. Feeling good, you deciding something. Feeling bad, you deciding something. All these decisions with the feeling and emotion is my own perspective. I really think that it's not really reliable. So I can say the 50%, 60, 70% is not reliable. So that whatever take decision with those things, emotion or feeling, is definitely not reliable. So if you decide anything with a reason or even like a scientifically decisions, or you can decision by your philosophy, whatever you take decision with the wisdom, that will be reliable. So because all the follow by reasoning, your decisions follow by the reasoning, your decisions not following by the emotion and feeling, right? So if your decisions, following by the emotion and feeling, and as well as the emotion and feeling change, your decision might change. Because that's all the point, the basis that your decision, right? If your decision is reasoning, as well as reasoning is like a perfect, then reasoning is more associating with the true, then it's not going to change. Because reasoning remain always as like a true, then your decision will be remaining as same. So therefore, it talks really, investigate means that any decision you're taking in your daily life must follow with the reason and wisdom. But the reason and wisdom definitely, we need some kind of knowledge, and also we need like a investigate a lot, think a lot, right? So and so that's the way your decisions comes better. If you think more, your decision will be better, right? So therefore, always said, if you get a really different strong negative emotion, then you better stop to take any decision at the moment, right? So the devotions between the husband and wife, devotion between family group, devotion between country and country, all these are taking decision with the emotion. Mostly. What do you think? Right? Mostly it's take decision with the emotion. So let's say you really don't like someone behavior in who's you are staying with you always, right? And then starting arguments based on anger, then your anger is increasing. How much your anger increasing, that much your mind toward more negative. Then you say, I don't want to stay with you. And that's how come divisions, right? So, and then few days later or few months later might be get the strong regret because you take decision with at the moment's anger. So therefore, it says, if you have something kind of strong negative emotion, not take any decision with this emotion. Take your time and go calm and then think. That's the same. So yeah, I saw like a short video clip recently. There are two brothers and their wife staying together in the one family, and then the older brother's wife, he's to the wife, he's to the younger brother. They're saying you spend a lot of money, and same time his wife is there together, and then they gotta argue. So both are strong embrace, right? So it's slapped, and then get a really strong embrace and anger to his brother, and then his brother starts argument, and then same time his wife supporting him, and then like it talks loud, and then the oldest brother at the side and keep watching it, thinking what I should do it, and then they comes to that much topic now, this being separating it, right? We are not going to stay together, we are separating. So then the older brothers come say, okay, you two go as where you have to go. You two means the younger brother and his wife. And then he not listening, and they say, until today you not avoid any advice, you listen to me, why not today you just go? And then he listened, he went and he called his wife inside, and then he give advice to his wife. So why you do that? So and then like say spend a lot of money, so and then what are we really losing it for that? And then so on, right? And then it makes his wife calm. Then his wife is already now calm, and now comes in natural mind after calms, right? And then he realized. She realized that, and then she asking to her husband, what should I do now? So you don't have to do anything. When they come, just say sorry, right? And then after the day two came, before she says sorry, they say sorry, and then just fix everything. Simple things, right? It's burning time, when they have a strong anger, they do not see all this calmness, how much peaceful with calm and harmonious. They do not see that because of anger, and then a lot of arguments. After everyone's calm, saying sorry each other's, now everyone's feel happy. So that's how, the older brothers give wisdom, all others are follow emotion. That's the next difference. So therefore, must investigate it, and then take decision with the wisdom. Anything you took decision with your previous, with the emotion or see the mistake, and you can still change it, right? So, for example, say, okay, I'm never going to volunteer for others. That's you take strongly decisions, right? And then when you rethink it on it, how much having benefit to taking volunteer, I'm not losing anything, so on, so on, so on. So then, then after that, if you see they're going back to volunteers, then you can go back. You can change that way. So that's all the point on the second stanzas talking here. Okay, clear? Any question or any suggestion? Okay, let's move to third one.
Which translation should
keep this one, yeah. Okay, so but how can I? What would Shubha read for me?
How can I ever withdraw from what has been examined by the great wisdom of the Buddhas and their sons, and even many times by me myself?
Okay, this is the example for us how they take decisions, the Bodhisattvas and Buddhas. So, and then they say, when Buddhas and Bodhisattvas take decisions, then cannot be what called don't have to change it, and then you cannot be ignore it, and then you don't have to change it because they really sees the reason to have this. And then if I go back to the chapter 1, the one stanza talks about the benefit of awakening mind. Again, all we're talking about example for how they took decisions. So here, say all the Buddhas who have contemplated for many eons have seen it to be beneficial, for by it's the limitless message of beings will quickly attain the supreme state of bliss. One more line. Those who wish to destroy the many sorrows of their own conditioned existence, those who wish all beings to experience multitude of joys, and those who wish to experience much happiness should never forsake the awakening mind. So, giving here example, the awakening mind is the best, the solution overcome by suffering and then having happiness and so on, so on. And then that decision is saying all the Buddha who have contemplated for many eons, right? So they think many eons, and they finally found this mind, which is great compassion, is the best solution. And then now after they take decision, if the Bodhisattvas are whoever like the follow Buddha or Bodhisattvas, they never change their practice. They will keep it the awakening mind as their the principal practice. They never change it, and then they will never ignore it because they found it after long investment, right? So and then if we maybe just go more further discussion on it. Let's say sometimes we might think, okay, this is the Bodhisattva's decisions, and that's their job, not our job. It's not suitable for us, right? So then, if you think it's not suitable for ours, then what I'm thinking is, instead of bodhicitta, awakening mind, I can take compassion, as His Holiness Dalai Lama always mentioning. Say, compassion is the everything for having happiness, overcome by suffering, benefiting to others, makes you more harmonious, and calmness and peace and everything comes through by the compassion. So I totally agreed when after I hear that, after I learn it, and then I really see this is the best solution, right? So as I see that as the best solution, then your question, if you ask me how you achieved compassion, still zero. I really admire it and getting process on it, right? But I really admire it. I totally accept it. It is the main solution for every problem. So just having admire and accepting that makes me calm, having a lot of problem in the world, seeing those things as you see. It's not really distract me, and then not change my emotion a lot here and there. Just continues thinking it, and then just that's how I myself is make more calm and peace. Just admiring to compassion and accepting is the best solution, right? And then. But everyone is not same page. I know that, and then, but we can be possible to have on the same page after long discussion. If we're not discussion, just if you're really being a stubborn, what do you call it, stubborn, right?
Stubborn, yes, yep.
Stubborn on your own view, then no one can change it, right? So if you're open-minded, discussion with the open-minded, as well as you see the good reason, you will accept it. So the long discussion might be made on the same page, even if not today. So therefore, as he said it, and then I'm not just taking this as an example, just also taking this advice for us to get a solution in your daily life for having peace to self and other, right? And then I know a few possibility reason what you might think to say compassion is not everything. Compassion is not the best solution. Again, if I discussion morning, some of you might be boring. You hear many times. Let's see what do we think. Yes, please go ahead.
So you mentioned that we want to prioritize the spirit of compassion, benefiting others. How does self-compassion play into that? Right, taking care of oneself. Is that in itself can be explained as taking care of yourself is also a way of benefiting others?
Yes. Yes, definitely. So, but we might have a different definition of compassion.
Okay.
I'm teaching the compassion in Western Canadian University the many years. What I understand is what my experience. One difficulty is many of them that thinking compassion is physical action, and then what we accept is compassion is motivation, not the physical action, right?
You say motivation,
Motivation.
but isn't that the pre to action, the motivation?
Motivation leads the action, yes,
Yeah.
but motivation, it is motivation.
want the
Compassion
motivation?
is
Okay.
motivation. It's emotion. It's mental state. It's not physical action. Let's say anger. So anger is some kind of inside mental state, right? So it's not a physical action, but it's lead the physical action. All the emotion is same. So therefore, based on that, the compassion, again, let me repeat it, compassion is not the physical actions, right? So therefore, what I said it, don't pretend as act as a compassion. So let compassion lead your actions. Let compassion lead your action. When compassion lead your actions, you will not have any problem. But so far what we're doing is we are not leading our compassion-led actions. So we are pretending as a compassion actions. So we're thinking I'm doing some compassion things because I'm helping them. The helping them is not necessary, is like a lead by compassion. Right? So it should be lead by compassion. Once it's lead by compassion, you will never ever have a problem and hesitations or like a tired, never have those things. So therefore, regarding Buddhist practitioner, what they does it, instead of going community to help, they sit down in a small room and cultivating it. So the cultivating is the first, then take actions. Before you cultivate, you take actions, will never success, always fail, right? So therefore we cultivate. The cultivate is making your compassion more strengthened, right? More stronger, and then make it like a pure compassion, real compassion. Then once you have this kind of emotion, then almost, not really almost, I can say you will never have a problem. So far we do have a lot of problem as try to do a compassion action. Those compassion actions are you are pretending as a compassion actions. It's not the real compassion actions. That's number one. And if you look at the little bit deeper, what is the source of the compassion action that what you do taking it right now? The source could be your emotion at the moment. I like to do that, right? And then someone inspire me to do that. Those are not good reason. If someone inspire you, but if you just follow by inspiring, not deep good reason, then you will fail. If you just follow emotion that I like to do that, that liking is not be long lasting. So they will change. So those kind of things are not really perfect reason to take compassion actions. Therefore, sit down yourself to cultivate compassion as much as you can. It might take years, 4 years, 10 years, doesn't matter, right? You will spend time. But you will feel that I'm not doing compassion practice because I'm not really acting on the people. I'm not really acting on a community. So yes, you are physically not acting it, but mentally you are acting it. So it is compassion practice, and the better way to do it is good process. That step is the better way to do that, right? So, and then simple example, if you inside strong the compassion, then you can face any difficulty without any hesitate. The simple example is the mother to children. That's what we always give in the Buddhist text. The mother to children is the best example, therefore we keep giving that. We can say father to children. But, so something the mother does, father cannot do it, which is keep it 9 months in one. Therefore, mother is better that we take it. But of course, after born, they're equal, right? So they will always take as a mother as example. So when mother take care of their children, they sacrifice anything. We see that, right? But they do real compassion inside. Therefore, they can do sacrifice. They have a real love. They can sacrifice. I cannot say it's pure love, but real love. So they sacrifice, right? Before they born children, how the person it is. After they born children, they're totally changing it, right? So the sacrificing, they give up everything for their children, like their reputation and all these things, even their life possibility, right? So see that strength. So even we are not 100% having the pure compassion, at least we should have a compassion as a mother to children. That much is strong enough to getting a peace in our life and making better life to others, right? So take this as example, and then investigate how they sacrifice, right? So when the children strongly yelled, scold back to the parents, so they have a forgiveness. They have more patience than other people scold them, right? What is different? Because they do have a love here, not there. So other one, we cannot be patient. We cannot forgiveness. We are keeping the like an end of life, that resentment. So there's only who loses, only the person who keep the resentment, no one else, right? So therefore, the point is the cultivate compassion first. Then, if you lead any actions by this, how much you have a strong compassion, that compassion, then you will never have any problem. So you will never tired, right? Say, for right now, we are helping them and asking many hours, extra hour. Can you do for me extra hour? Yes, I will do it. Tomorrow asking, I will do it. And then keep asking the month to month. Then, no, I cannot do that much. Let's change, right? So, but the mother or parents don't do that for children. If the children wants to do something today, they do it. Do tomorrow, they do it. Year to year, they do it. Right? Never complain it. But we cannot do with our, wherever you're doing job, or we cannot do with some others people. Same, right? So at the beginning part, you have empathy, strong empathy, that emotion, to make you okay, I will do it. And second day, empathy and hesitate mix. Oh, I will do it. Okay, let me think in the future. And then third day, empathy with some other obscuration, right? The hesitations comes, then angers comes, or annoyings, right? The annoying, those comes, and those obscure to your empathy. Then you will no more doing it. But still, you simply saying, I cannot do it. I'm not doing it. Then they ask again and again. Then there's all empathy changed to the anger there now. Now you are yelling back. who committed to the help in the before with the empathy. Then a few obscurations comes, change that empathy. Then another obscurations comes, change empathy to anger. Then you become a same person to what called difficulty person then, once you get anger, right? So because our empathy and sympathy is not strong and not reliable right now. So that causes us problem to tired, annoying, and so on and so on. If you really have a compassion, at least like 30% of the true compassion, I don't think it makes cause you have some kind of hesitations and then tired, annoying, even asking you years and years. You will never have hesitated asking. Take example as a parents. Do you think it?
Yeah, I get that now.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
In that example, could it also be from a truly compassionate point of view that when first asked for that, and one knows themselves that a compassionate thing could do is to be able to say at that first time that, you know, I would like to help you, but that's outside of, it's too much. From the first.
Yeah.
And then that's also consistently, you won't fall into that being empathetic and then becoming angry, because it was inappropriate for the first time to say yes, and perhaps more compassionate to have said no.
Yeah, that's sometimes is a possibility. The no answer no is also go with the compassion. Yeah, so that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So if something that you cannot do it, even you are really emotionally you want to do it, but if you cannot do it, then better not take actions. It might cause harm to them because you do not know how to do it, right? So can you take care of my kids? Right? Oh, yeah, I say yes, because of at the moment you have empathy. And you do not know how to take care of kids. Then it causes harm to them, right? So better say no. It's a compassion, because I don't want to bring more suffering to you and your children. That's the thing, right? So this kind of things. And again, go back saying the compassion is the best solution, but is there anything you seeing is not? Or is there anything excuse? So you think it, then we can discussion. If you have any further discussion on it, I like to do it. So otherwise, I can move it on. Yeah.
For me, compassion feels like a generous heart, and to be able to acknowledge or feel another person's suffering. And so instead of judging harshly, understand that often they're doing the best they can. And even though I don't have to put myself into the mix of trying to fix and change, I can just be open to the fact that they're doing the best that they can. And that feels grounded for me. Like I don't feel like I need to over offer, just to hold it in my heart that they're doing the best they can.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. So, and also I sent in our group, one of the app group, the short video clip. Chopal, you got this in WhatsApp group? Okay. It's actually talking about that when people are more judging like this, like I said, when we kill the cockroach, then you are a hero. And when we kill the butterfly, you are evil. So then he talks. There's not really moral things there, right? So what really different then? One you like it, one you don't like it, right? So that's the only makes different. Emotion makes different. Otherwise, if you really want to judge by reason, that's the good. You can judge by reason. That's okay. I think judge by emotion, say you like it, then therefore you are evil to killing butterfly. So, and then you are okay or hero to kill cockroaches because you don't like it. See the reason is you like it or you don't like it. So that's how we are usually judging, and that also could be the tech decision, say right and wrong, right? So actually it goes the wrong, right? So you cannot determine between like a cockroach and butterfly. Yeah, one is beautiful, one is ugly. So that is not reason that these two are not same emotion. The butterfly and the cockroach both has the same emotion, same wish, same being, same feeling. They do have it, right? As we do have it. So then why we differentiating between these two? This kind of things, yeah. So better not judge it. If you really want to judge it, then judge with the reason will be the better. So yeah. And then all this complaint until today, I hear about compassion. The point I see, not really have true compassion. They're having lack of compassion. They're having lack of true compassion, I like to say. They're having lack of true compassion, therefore they do not see the actual result of this. Therefore they're having complaint. So the bottom line, I can say that every single complaint for compassion is saying that they're having lack of true compassion. If you do not have a true compassion, if you not experience of true compassion, then how you can bring some result or experiences that that good or bad? How you can talk about the compassion, good or bad, right? So because you never ever have experience, then how you can talk that about that? If you have a something experience, then you can talk it. What we experience right now, it's not true compassion. It's more associating with the empathy or sympathy, right? So again, let me read the bottom line. Any single complaint for compassion, those the complaints are not complaint to. I will not take as complaint to compassion. It's really take complaint for your own having lack of experience of compassion. So you have a lack of experience of compassion, therefore you do not see any result. So therefore whatever you're seeing is just the word or what called emotion, or just made it up. Or you're not knowing deep, this kind of things, right? So okay. So therefore I will share this as like both example and then advice too, right? So take example advice as like it is the best solution. I will not say awakening mind, but the compassion, yes. But it really need to take time for we come into the same page of definition. So they are really, really different, like almost. So far my understanding is around 20 different definitions of compassion. Right? Science define different things, and philosophy and other religions and all religions, and then like say many different perspectives there, and they based on their perspective they define the compassion. But we have to select one definition. We cannot accept all the definition as compassion actions, right? So we have to come in the same page. So therefore, we really need to take time, go with your experience, and then select it, actually definition of compassion. Then make it your priority practice. That's how we need to investigate, right? So as I'm going to take my compassion as my priority practice, okay, and I'm doing this without investigation, then you will fail again. So learn all the definition and then try to match with your daily emotion, daily action, and daily experiences. And also investigate your friends' experiences, how they do have. If you have this, you have you overcome by suffering or problem, what happening it. So this kind of investigate, right? So then it will be finally you will find the point of the compassion's definitions. Then you can keep it as this. Okay. So all the other line here up to like like a 6-7 stanzas from here, talking about the from 4 to 11 stanzas. They're talking about that if you follow this, you will receive the benefit. If not follow that, you will lose or you will have more suffering and so on and so on. Those giving reason for just do continuous the awakening mind practice. So therefore, we can take as like a just continuous. After you investigate, then continuous do compassion practice. If you do, then you will receive a lot of benefit. If you do not do, then suffering will remain same. That's kind of things. Yeah. Within this line, one good reason is saying, if you committed to the compassion as your priority practice, then if you not follow it, then you deceived all beings. So how goes is deceived all beings? Because you committed or you promised to say, I'm going to the benefit for all sentient beings. Whether you say all sentient beings or not, you say just world, everyone, every beings in this world. So let's say I'm going to I'm wishing them free from suffering. I try to let them free from suffering. So therefore, I'm doing compassion practice. That's kind of promise, right? If you after you did promise, then if you not follow, then that's how you broken your promise we take as a deceiving all beings. It's not just one person or two person. You're deceiving entire beings. So and then how you negative person now? Okay, that's all the reason here saying okay. So now we can go up. Go to after 11.
Want to skip?
Yeah, skip all this. This is the reason I have said. Yeah. If you read this, and if you have any question from there, then please let me know. Otherwise, I skipped it. Now from yeah. Therefore, just I have promised shall respectfully accord my actions. If from now on I make it effort, I shall descend from lower to lower states. Okay, I'm still talking about the old yeah. Okay. Now from here, I think 3, 5, 8 stanzas. 8 stanzas talks about to try to restraining any negative actions in your daily life in order to make your priority practice better. So again, if you are compassionate, the compassion is your priority practice, then the morality should the basis. Now it's talking about the morality, right? So morality is the basis practice to cultivate compassion. And then I can say not only that, the morality practice, moral ethics practice is basis for everything. Let's take example. As well as you take better moral ethics, you will have better result, right? And if your moral ethics is not perfect, then your result will be not perfect. I can go back to give example that once parents keep their children in 9 months in their womb, poor children, how much the mother have to sacrifice for eating, sleeping, caring, a lot of problem, and then mother has to be a lot of follow the different disciplinations, right? Discipline. So before having children, they can jump here and there, they can eat everything. So now once they have womb, the children in their stomach, then they have to take limited for eat, their limited work, and everything's take limitation. That's moral ethics, right? So once you have a moral ethics is good, then the result will be good. So therefore, we're seeing the not hurts the children and born with perfectly. So that's the result. For that, we do many things, right? Try not harms, not hurts, and then try not hurts other is depend on moral ethics, right? And try benefit to other is depend on moral ethics too. So which we don't have a moral ethics. Every single things, if you have good result, its basis is a moral ethics, right? So the driving, cooking, and then talking with the community or any single behavior and actions is actually, if you more take care of the moral ethics better, then result will be better, right? So that's part of talking here. It's not saying you just, as your compassion is your priority practice, now you jumped it. I'm not saying you jumped it. Okay, for doing this, first you have to fix your moral ethics, they're saying here. So, right? So, but you're not really cultivating inside, but now you're on a process to cultivating inside. So, because you're taking moral ethics, right? And then the simple giving example, another is that's when you cook. You need a really good discipline. If you have a lack of discipline, either your food will be salty or not good taste or more water or something wrong goes wrong, right? So therefore, how many measurements we have to take it? Okay, one spoon, this and that, and then 2 spoons, this and that. All the measurement, why we're doing this? Try to have good food, right? So those measurements are discipline. So if you follow good discipline, then it's good. Then also, you have to look like not too much cooked. Too much cooking is then it's burned, right? And less cooking, then it's not cooked well. You need perfect cooked it. So there is no less, no more. That's discipline. The discipline makes your food better. Discipline makes your tea better. Discipline makes your the conversation better. Discipline makes your every single attitude and behaviors makes better. So therefore, discipline is fundamental practice of making anything better. What do you think? Make sense? Okay, so therefore now it's talking about the discipline. So the discipline kind of like mainly 2 kind of things. Like I say, abandonment, restraining that which harms your result, or cultivate which brings you result better. 2 things, right? So, and then is there any being obscured to your compassion practice that you must restrain it? The restraining is starting from physical action. The cultivating compassion is starting from mental action, right? So the restraining moral ethics is starting from physical actions. So it will make you more easier. So therefore, we have to keep watch and guard in our the body action and verbal action. Physical action is just these 2. The body action and verbal actions, right? When you're talking to someone, think. When you your behavior and attitude, everything, your physical actions, also you have to think. That makes you better. So, and then doing 1 time and 2nd time, 3rd time, doing as many times, you will get really familiarization with restraining the bad attitude, or almost not coming back it again because of your practice. Then go back to the cultivate compassion. Almost there's no obscuration, right? So therefore, it's saying one thing is saying restraining your all these negative actions, because you do have an opportunity right now. If you lose this opportunity, you cannot do it again. Right? So this kind of thought, the topics talking in this as other stanzas, right? So think that until today, I'm having keep suffering and problem in my daily life, constantly, again and again, right? And then ask question, why is it? That's how we need to begin, right? So why I'm having problem again and again in my daily life? So, and then and then try to not judge to others, or someone did for me. No, definitely not, right? So yeah, sometimes we have a feel guilty like this. Giving an example, someone committed suicide, which is connected with your action, right? Then finally you feel guilty that I did it. What I like to say is, committing suicide is their choice. No matter how much difficulty in their life, someone not choose the committed suicide. Someone choose it, their choice. So you are not the main cause to let them have suicide, committed suicide. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think? It is choice, right? But sometimes difficult to choose to alive, but this is still choice to die. Right? So therefore, as well as they do have a choice, and then you are not the main cause. Right? So why bring this example? Okay. What I try to say is, when you investigate, until today, just keep having suffering and never improve that better person, or never becoming better. Why is happening? Then always looking within you, reason find it from you, not reason find it from others, because everything you does is based on your choice. Right? So some can be conditioned, not the main cause. The condition is not counted as the main cause, right? For example, the water is not the main cause of growing flower. The main cause is seed, and the water is condition. Earth is condition, right? So therefore, condition is not the main cause to growing, not the main cause. Similarly, whatever have a problem within your life, the main cause is not the others. The others are conditioned. So they must have a main cause. Sometimes we use as a substantial cause. Sometimes we use the principal cause. So find it out the principal cause. 100% is not the other person, it's not the weather, it's not the food, it's not your house, it's not your car, it's not your friend. Those could be conditioned. Make it separated, condition and then principal cause. Even condition change, the principal cause is remaining, you will have the same problem. If you really want to free from that problem, you must change the principal cause instead of just looking the conditions change. Right? Condition, you can change it, no problem. Let's say if your angers keep bothering you, right? And then you are blaming to the other, someone else, my friends, so bad, and so on, so on. You are like a lot of blaming to them. So because anger. Okay, if your friend is the main cause or principal cause of your anger, now your friend is changed now. No more friends. Now you have a new friends. But your anger is there or not?
Yes.
Right? So therefore, that friend is not the principal cause of your anger. Because someone else can be. Or tree can be cause you, condition it to you have anger. Right? So simple rocks could be. Door could be. Right? When you walk like a rush and you hit the door, somebody will get mad to the door. But door is not the principal cause to have anger. The problem, whatever you're having unhappy with the anger, that unhappy is not comes from door. Door is the condition. Don't slap to the door. It's extra pain in your hand, right? So door nothing to do it. So therefore, yes, please go ahead.
No, I have a question since you're talking about conditions and causes. When I grow up in my family, everybody have very strong emotions. You know, a very unstable environment. Emotions like guilt or shame or anger or you know, just being disturbed or being, you know, not in a calm state.
I understand.
And so I feel like as a child I absorbed that, you know, and now I have a problem with this in my life.
I understand.
So how can I get to the cause of this? Or sort of which is the condition here and which is the cause? Like what caused this, you know, for me?
If you experience suffering, then the principal cause within your thought or your the intention could be, right? But although your family members are, but the difficulties are, I can still take as a condition.
Yeah.
Right. So now let's say, for example, I give example for other. You are free from your family now. Just imagine that, right?
Yeah.
You will still will have same happy. Continuous, you will be happy once you free from your family. And let's say you move to somewhere else, right? So some other countries, for example. So then now, like 1-2 months or 1 year, 2 years, you will be more relaxed.
I know that, you know, right now, it's not like that. I know that right now, it's not them causing me to be unhappy. Because I, you know, absorb these emotions.
You're having worry and sad?
I feel like I absorb this behavior without wanting to, I should say. And so, yes, now this follows me. But, so yeah, it follows me even when I'm not in contact with my family, that I feel like this.
You're taking more about that. You having feel worry, sad?
Yeah, worried,
sad, okay.
or afraid, or ashamed, or, you know, all the things that I, you know, felt.
Okay.
When I was with them, when I'm not with them, I still feel them.
When you're not with them, and then?
And I still feel them, yeah.
Okay. So, but okay, this is good example to check then. When you're not with them,
yes,
then which makes you to feel it? Which things makes you feel it? Because you are not directly contact to them.
yes.
Now your mentally is cause you to problem, right?
Yes.
And within you is not the others. So your mental image, your mental the previous the image cause you keep bothering it.
Yes.
But it's not necessary they have a same situation as you thinking right now. If you are thinking they might have a problem or they might have angry, but it's not necessary. They do have anger and problem at the moment while you're having problem, when you're having worry and sad. Not necessary, right? But you are mentally imagine make it that worry to you and sad to you, right? When you're not with them.
Yeah, like I wouldn't necessarily be worried about them, but I would be worried about myself in the way that they taught me to. You know, it's like learning this.
I see. So yeah, we can talk separately in, yeah, if you want, I can spend time with talk with it. So, because I'm not really completely clear. So all this you're talking here. So we can talk separate time.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the, but still whatever I still sees that the principal cause is within you. As far as you are, no matter where you move or how you change it or change the place, change the friend or change the food and change the location or country, it not really makes you big change. It makes you temporarily change. But as well as you have all the problem within you, then it start again. Start again, right? So therefore, when you investigate to finding that why I'm remaining the same, then look it into you, not look at other. That's the point I'm saying here. Don't look at other. You can confirm that all other are condition, not the principal cause. Just take it that, right? So therefore, don't have to look at others are did this and that. It will take your energy and time to really founding that principal cause. Instead of then brings you another emotion, then it's obscure to you continuous investigate, right? So therefore, look at yourself. And when you found something that the negative within you, but don't anger toward yourself too. Not necessarily same, right? Again, you, as I separated the other condition, and then also I can separate it, you are conditioned. Your body is conditioned, but the principal cause be your negative thought. Principal cause could be anger. Principal cause could be your attachment, right? Principal cause could be your jealousy. Principal cause could be your excitement. Oh, those are they. Then excitement is yours excitement, but it's not you. Your excitement is not you. Your anger is not you. Your jealousy is not you. Because your hand is not you. Right? So separate it. And then after separate it, then you can know what we need to clean it up. After that, what remaining it. Otherwise, if you think as you as everything, then you will cleaning everything together. That's wrong, right? So therefore, you look at the really what dust on the floor and clean the only dust, not the floor. So therefore, clean only that principal negative emotions, not yourself, right? So then when you make it separate, then you will not have anger toward others. You will not have anger toward yourself. Based on that, you can change it then. Because you all need to change is some bothering to you, some brings you in negative intention or harms to you. Those all cause are changing it. Even it says, if it is useless, even it's your truth, take it out. Right? It's useless truth. Then we take it out, right? So you cannot cherish that, oh, it's my truth. You cannot cherish that. You are not cherishing it because it's painful truth. That's how we take it out, right? Same way, all this negative emotion is harms to you, take it out. But you will remain in better way. You will not lose anything. Just take it out as a truth. That's it. Right? So don't cherish. Therefore, we should know why we should cherish, why we shouldn't cherish. And that's the follow the most of stanzas will talks about you shouldn't cherish about all this negative emotion and why and how. This talks about that. So it's really good to you can continuously attend, you can hear it, or you can read the book, right? Okay, so I'm going to stop here today, and then any question if you have, please let me know.
I
Yeah.
just want to ask, the tool for me is analytical meditation to pull it out, to understand.
That's the best way, yeah,
Right.
best way. Analytical meditation will find you any good and bad,
Yeah.
and then you can cleanse it. Yeah. Okay, any other question or suggestion? Who's in online? Did we have any things? No, okay. Okay, thank you then. Have a wonderful time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Geshe.
Thank you, Geshe.